Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. It's our Friday show, our Friday fun show, Feeling Good show, and we're feeling good with some great metal sculpture made from some of the most interesting pieces that seem to wind up lying around. And Ruta Wilson is the lady who does these. I'm just in awe of this kind of talent that you can just say, go to school, learn to weld, and that you've got an eye for this.
And she's my talented neighbor.
So there you go. Now you know where to find me.
Oh, well, if any of your pieces
We
are
have great
missing, I
neighbors.
think just look around the corner, and I think
Okay.
They'll be on my front yard. She knows where to find them.
Yeah.
What's your inspiration? Welding doesn't, you self-taught. You went to school and then you sort of taught yourself
Yeah,
a lot of techniques?
I've just always had an artistic flair. I did some stained glass myself for a while, photography and various other things, and I've always wanted to weld. And when I was in Toronto, I worked at the Sky Dome and just saw so many things laying around and thought, okay, it's time to put them together.
So it's environmentally sound too.
It is.
Yeah, because you're reusing products. It's nice.
Yeah.
And you work with glass as well. And I'm looking at this bowl. It's beautiful.
Yeah. A friend of mine, Virginia Smith, she's in Owen Sound, and she actually does the glass and suggested to me when we first met that if I was welding, maybe we could get together and make some glass and welding things together. So we've been trying that, and
Nice.
she fuses the glass, so she's been making the bowls. Actually, my son made this
Did he? I know yours.
part, and he's very instrumental in the shop too. He loves to come in and put things together, and it's funny because he is always trying to choose the pieces that I want to use, so I'm always trying to discourage him. Oh, no, that's not, you can't use that piece, doesn't look good.
That's nice. He's involved though in it as well, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
And then I can only see the top of what's out front there. So what are we looking at there?
That is just a lawn ornament. Virginia made the stained glass part of it.
Warren's going to show you.
I
that
had welded that, the tongs or the ice tongs in a stationary position.
Yeah.
And so she made the glass, and then I just had 2 bars that I welded to secure it in there.
So those are ice tongs.
Yeah.
Where do you find all your
How many
items?
do you remember?
Oh,
Cubes, big blocks of ice are
Right,
carried
with
with
the
the
big
tongs. Yeah.
tongs.
Where do you?
yeah. Where do you find all your?
Well, some friends
Resources.
give me things. I have an ad on Kijiji. My phone number's on the screen at some time, so if anyone has any spare metal kicking around,
Okay,
I'm more
good.
than happy to take it off your hands.
Now, I said I wanted to come back to this piece that's right out on the end,
here?
because you talked about a lot of moving parts, and not that it moves now, but when you were assembling this, that this was maybe a little more of a challenge.
Yeah, well, this, I'm told, is a chain from a, pardon the expression, a shit spreader. I'm sure this is from a car or something like that, but when you're welding it, you have to have a proper ground so the electrical current is running through.
Yeah.
So in a piece like this, all these are tiny little parts, so the clamp is quite large, so it's difficult to find a spot to get the ground so that the electricity runs through and you can actually...
But you seem to have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And
Does that
there's
have a name?
I just call it my lighthouse.
Okay. See?
You know?
There you go. That is so neat. Now, grasshopper?
The grasshopper, yes.
Look at that.
Were you inspired by anybody in your past, like a welder or anybody in your family that?
Not necessarily. I lived with a welder, but I kind of thought, geez, I could never do something so monotonous and just welding that.
Right.
The
You're
legs
a little
move-
more
the legs-
artistic
Constant
and creative.
beat, yeah.
The legs move?
And a lot of your pieces do have movable parts, which is
Yeah.
kind of unique. I haven't seen that
Yeah.
before, really.
The legs move? And the
welding.
cat?
The cat.
What can you tell us about the cat?
Well, that's my son's creation once again. I don't know what this piece is, but without the eyes, it already had a face.
Yeah.
And we just kind of looked at it, and like I said, we're always
I like
fighting
it.
over the parts, and some days he wins, some days I do.
He does a
Tell-
good job, too.
Tell
Yeah.
me about this. Out on the end, I see shears here that looks like they still.
Well,
they
actually,
don't
he's a garden snake.
A garden snake.
Garden snake.
Ah.
Or that's what I saw when I created him.
Okay.
So-
Saw blades. I'm not sure what that is. big coil spring, the garden shears, the smaller springs and so on. When you weld these things, do you have to like degrease, de-rust the raw material before you start?
Sometimes I have to degrease it, I have to throw some gasoline on it, and then
Yeah.
I wash it, of course. A lot of the times when you're using the arc welder, it's like the stick welder.
Yeah.
You don't have to clean it, but when you're using the MIG welder, you have to give
Okay.
it a little bit of a like a little bit of a sandpaper down or something so you can
I
get
think I
at
want to
it.
show the other piece that you have.
Yeah, we're going to
on
go
the
to this big
side.
piece on the floor. It's on the screen there. Tell us what we're looking at.
Oh, okay. Where is he?
It's in front. It's right
Right
down in
Okay,
front.
you have to lift him up.
Oh, you have to lift him.
okay.
Okay, let's get
He's
these things.
actually,
Need some
Let's get these things out of the way then.
he's actually a heron.
Oh,
There
there.
you go.
And he's got a movable head. I've put a part that you can push it into the ground so that he can stand upright and put him by your pond and scare away all
Oh,
the...
cool.
That's nice.
That is so cool. So again, you have some pieces in Rocky Raccoon Cafe.
I do.
And they're for sale.
they are.
And are you? We've got your phone number, but are you on the web as well?
Oops.
A few of my pieces that I had on the online show are shown at, it's called www.project30, and that's with a K, not a T,
Project 30.
.com.
Okay.
And all of the things that I have are on display there. I've got some photographs as well that
Ruta Wilson.
submitted.
Ruta Wilson and all these marvelous sculptures and a volunteer at Rogers TV. Thanks, Ruta.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend, everybody. On Monday, we'll do everything from adorable adoptables to holiday safety and more.
Snow removal.
Stop it. See you Monday.
See you Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend.